Yes,
Hello, Wondercon. That was the end of a very long argument about whether or not I was going to come out in a white leotard that was open all the way down to my belly. And as you can tell, this is all I had to work with. Hi, I'm Jeph Loeb. How's everybody doing? Now, you guys have been with me for a long time. And I'm very, very, very grateful, but how's everybody doing? All right, so clearly this needs work. So we're gonna show the people in New York that when you go to Wondercon, these are the best fans in the world. And we're going to do that by also showing our friends at Freeform how much you guys want to know about a show called Cloak and Dagger. So, it's about half, right here, right?
Yeah.
So it works, I think. Okay, you guys over here, this is hard. So I can't wait to see what you do with it. I need you, because they're backstage, we want them to know. I need you, if you're on this side, so that means you people don't see anything, to say, cloak. Okay. I understand it was hard, it was the first time. It's late on a Friday. I got it. Okay, ready? We'll try one more time. Thank you.
What is it?
I didn't know I was working with a team. Okay, so then this half, I should just bamf out of here, I'll be fine. Yes, thank you. Let's try.
Hail Hydra!
Okay. This is actually being recorded and stuff, so try not to make me lose my job. All right, so we're gonna do. You guys have it so easy. Is it that this side is just larger? Or I can't quite figure it out. All right, and then everybody, so that's the best part about the show is that we're all together, is everybody's then gonna say Freeform, okay? So don't do anything. It's gonna be Cloak, Dagger, Freeform, okay?
Got it.
And I want people in New York to hear this. So let's see how we do. Ready? This will be a test. Ready?
Dagger! Freeform!
That was a test. Now we're gonna do it so the people in the back can hear us, okay? Ready? And...
Dagger! Freeform! Dagger! Freeform! Dagger! Freeform!
Thank you, Wondercon. June 7th, by the way. As you know, this stuff doesn't happen in a vacuum. There's some people that I need to thank. And those people include our friends in New York, Dan Buckley and Joe Pokaski and Alan Fine. Are the incredibly talented people that work at Marvel Television, Jim Corey, Kareem and Mary Margaret and Amy and Megan and everybody that's there. The people that are at ABC Signature, which is the cable division at ABC, which is Tracy Underwood and Patrick Moran, and our friends at Freeform, of which there are way too many to actually name them all, so I'm just going to name 3 people in particular, and that's Tom Ashheim and Carrie Burke, who championed this project from the very beginning. and Elizabeth Bukovic, who is in charge of casting over there and really helped us in ways that I can't even explain. The marketing and PR people have been extraordinary. They got you all here and they've got you all very excited. And that leads us to the part that isn't fun. And that is, there's things you might see today. There might be moments that you'd need a screen for. And if those things were to turn up online, or on your Facebook account, or somewhere that isn't in this auditorium, then we don't get to do this stuff anymore. And so what we're asking is, I'm sure right now you're having fun, you're using your phone, you're using social media.
I am.
Jeph Loeb, great. I'm sure everyone's posting, yeah, thanks, great. Is anybody else there? And so the reality is that there are people who are actual agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That are walking around, and they've got suits on, and they look menacing, and what they're going to do is they're going to take your phone. And that's going to ruin the experience, not just for you, but for everybody that's sitting around you, because you've got to get up and go with them, because you don't want to actually lose your phone. So that's my short-winded way of saying that should at any moment something happen up there that I say, hey, this is the part where you can't be recording anything, just don't. And then we'll all have a good time. So that's the end of that part. I'm not doing this by myself, so would you like to meet some of the folks that helped make this thing?
Yeah!
She is an extraordinarily talented director and someone who helped define the vision of what the show not only is in the first episode, but as it went on from there. You know her from a lot of films. The one that we get a lot is Love and Basketball. And this is Gina Prince-Bythewood. And I think you start, yeah. All right. How are you? Good? Yeah? You want to say hi to everybody?
Hey, everybody.
Every show needs a showrunner. Every show needs scripts and words that, and in this particular case, made us fall in love with Ty and Tandy and the world and everything about Cloak and Dagger. He's someone I've known for a long time and is as much of a comic geek as I am and as you are, Joe Pokaski. You'll notice that Joe and I wrote to each other ahead of time and said, you're going to wear the blue shirt and the blue sweater, right? Because that's what I'm wearing.
Hey, Wondercon.
It's like a New
I
York
could
thing.
introduce them separately, but that would not give you the right idea about who they are as actors, who they are as people, and who they are as Cloak and Dagger. If you don't know them now, by the end of this panel, you'll know them even better. And they are Aubrey Joseph and Olivia Holt, and they play tennis. Welcome.
Thank you. Hey, y'all.
You having fun? Yeah?
That might be an understatement.
This is your guys' first Comic-Con, isn't this?
Wondercon.
Yeah, we're newbies.
Will you guys welcome them? Gina, when you got this script, there was a personal element to you. Will you tell us a little bit about that? About why it spoke not just to you as a director, but also, I'm giving it away a little bit, as a mom.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, there are many reasons to take this. One of them was, you know, when the script came, there was a Marvel stamped on top of it.
Oh, that.
Very exciting. Yeah, I mean, 3 years ago, was watching TV with my young son, and he asked me, why are there no superheroes that look like him? And the fact that this came, and it was a chance to tell a story about, you know, a young black boy and a young white woman as superheroes, the mother side of me and my boys, and the female side of me who wants to see female heroes. It was just a perfect situation, and Joe wrote such a great script and really brought these two characters from the comic books to life. It was just a really exciting story to tell. The characters, the fact that they were so damaged, but at the end of the day wanted hope, and that's something absolutely important to me as well as an artist to put out into the world.
Woo!
Joe, why Cloak and Dagger? Yeah, I know that you're a geek. You and I have gone to comic stores together.
Thank you.
You already have a beautiful wife. You got nothing to worry about.
I know.
But you know, we were lucky enough to work together on Daredevil. But this was always your baby. This was something that you really wanted to do. What drew you to these characters?
I mean, we're here and you walk around and you see the cosplay and there's so many different characters in the world, but I honestly think there's nobody like Tandy and Tyrone. I remember picking up that Spectacular Spider-Man and being like, who the hell are these two? They looked unlike anybody I'd ever seen, and there's something, you know, for long-time comic book readers, when Cloak and Dagger show up, it's kind of random, and you kind of perk up and you're like, oh yeah, I love them. And there's something very special about the relationship between Tyrone and Tandy, because they need each other. And it's not a sidekick, it's not a hero and a sidekick. It's two people who basically found the one person who understands them. And it's so special, I thought it'd be perfect for television. And so when the opportunity came along, I was like, yeah, we can pull this off as long as we find perfect actors. And look, we did.
And speaking of the perfect actors, I'm going to put both of you in a very awkward place, which is, Aubrey, what's it like to work with Olivia?
Where do I start? Oh, God. With this being like my first real lead role in anything, it was a new experience for me, you know, and just to have, you know, a friend that was there to look out for me and make sure I was good and that I felt safe, that I felt, you know, comfortable. I'm glad that I have you as my dagger, and it was just meant to be, you know. It was,
I'm not crying, you are.
and I don't say that lightly, you know. There's so many signs that it was meant to be, and I'm glad that we're all here today. So.
So Olivia, now you get to dump all over him because he was so unkind to you. What was it like working with Aubrey?
I mean, from the get-go, Aubrey and I had a really awesome connection, and I think just from our chemistry read, we had a really special moment. And I think we walked out of there, and you know, whether we felt like we got the parts or not, we knew that it was something special, and it was an experience that I think we're going to be able to hold on to forever. And then we got the parts, saw each other at the airport, geeked out a little bit, and we just created a really awesome relationship, and we both just feel very lucky.
Cool. Joe, we did something some comic fans would say was controversial. and that is we moved the show out of New York, and we moved to New Orleans. What was it like shooting in New Orleans, and why did that city make sense for us?
Well, first I was very concerned because I feel like New York doesn't have enough superheroes. Like Hell's Kitchen has like 6 and it's like 4 blocks. It was amazing. I remember when we first talked about like, oh, we can move to New Orleans, and the more I learned about New Orleans, the more it felt so special. I think it's oddly our most European city. There's a magic to it. There's just a specialness to it, but it's also a city that refuses to die. You know, it's really amazing. It was amazing to shoot there. You know, our crew there just believes in New Orleans, and there's a magic, there's a voodoo, there's so much history underneath it, and I think it was the perfect place for Tandy and Tyrone to be.
Okay. By the way, in case you're wondering, magic is just science that we don't understand. So, Gina, you're shooting there. What about the city, in the vision of what it is that you wanted to do, spoke to you?
I mean, foremost, it's great to be able to shoot the actual city that the show takes place in, because then you're able to use it as a character, and you're not trying to hide and make up things. And at the core of this is authenticity and realness, and grounded. That's what we wanted to bring to the show. The fact that these 2 kids are real kids dealing with really interesting and deep things, but also have superpowers, and how could we make that feel grounded as well? And New Orleans is such a beautiful city. It's so colorful, and it has beauty, and it also has heartbreak, and to be able to incorporate that into the look of the film, which is just a very cool, grounded, filmic look, but also just the vibe of it, the actors were able to pick up on as well.
Cool. Speaking of actors who had to pick up on the vibe of it, you guys had to do something I don't think either one, you can correct me, but I don't think either one of you had ever teleported or shot light daggers out of your hands. What was that experience like? Was that something brand new to suddenly realize that you had gear on, or were you just making it happen? Is that why we hired you? Do you have powers? Just tell them.
How do you know I haven't teleported since I was 1? It was, I must say, this whole experience has been surreal, but, you know, going on set and doing the stunts is when it becomes real, you know, when it becomes like, I'm actually a superhero right now, and you know, it's and those are the best moments that I remember, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't shoot light daggers out of my hands every day, so pretty cool that we got to do that a bunch of times on set. But I want to just see it.
What? I'm sorry? Because I know you. I know you want what?
I want them to see it.
You want who to see it?
We want to see it!
Be able to see it. It's just easier.
Wait. Just so that I understand what it is that you're asking me, you're asking whether or not it's okay for Marvel, the most secure company on the planet, to trust these people watching maybe like a clip?
Yeah, like a clip, just like a little something, you know?
Like, how many of you watched the trailer? And how many of you liked the trailer? So should we show them the trailer?
Let's show them the trailer.
We want more!
I thought you liked the trailer.
We already see the trailer! We want more!
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 This is very typical of these two. All right, how about this? If it's okay with Joe,
Go, Joe!
Come on, Joe!
should we show them a clip from the first episode that was directed by Gina?
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes! Yes!
Absolutely.
Yes! Yes!
Well, how about this? We're going to show you a clip that's 52 minutes long. You're going to see and gentlemen, fans of Wondercon, episode